Hi, my name is Yasu, and I live in Japan, and I do Hitorigoto in my channel, which means talking to myself. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. So today I want to um, talk about life after depression treatment because I think I am in that world that I'm done with the treatment. My life is already in the stage where after the treatment is already completed, and I don't really need to do any kind of treatment, which is actually true because I don't take antidepressant anymore, and it's been like that for uh, 6 months. And it just hit me like yesterday, and suddenly everything is like I see the world differently. I can make sense why I feel that a lot of things or myself was not balanced well last month, because my mind was really fixated on that state that I am still recovering, and which is actually true. I am still going through the recovery stage. However, I'm already recovered, and I didn't really acknowledge that because I didn't know this is what it feels like to be recovered from depression, or this is how the world would look like after I successfully finish my depression treatment. And looking back, I was getting so much information. I was learning so much things about what might be happening, how to improve my treatment. If I take this antidepressant, what might happen? Like especially like when I was taking effexor, what can be the side effect? What to be careful to stop taking them? But no one, I not really no one told me. It's more like I couldn't really find what could what could be like after the treatment. And that is why I really didn't realize that I am already in that place that my treatment is already done. My life is, my world is, this is my life without depression, which is nothing special. There is nothing super good. There is nothing super bad. When something happens, like I eat, I drink, let's say, really delicious coffee or eat cake, I feel happy. If something doesn't go in a way at work, or let's say that in Japan right now it's really, really, really hot, and if you are in the train, too many people, you might feel uncomfortable. For me, I feel very uncomfortable, and I don't like that. And of course, I would actually have negative emotions in myself. That is normal. That is life. But somehow, and then most of the days and in times, I feel like really in between. That's normal. That is normal, how normal days would feel like. But because I was so far away from it for a long time, I totally forgot what normal or what healthy would actually mean. Being healthy, it doesn't mean that I feel always positive or energetic. I feel energy and positivity sometimes, and I would certainly feel that way when some good things happen to me. But when some bad things happen to me, of course I feel sad and I feel stressed out, frustrated, but that's normal. And I didn't realize that I'm already in that world. That's why, like, in the last month, nothing major happened. Here and there, my sleep was not okay. But of course, there's a nights that I had a really good night's sleep. It's just that I think I was setting certain expectations towards when I'm fully recovered from depressions and everything, my life would be an amazing thing. Like I would actually feel happier and feel so much energy. I can do anything. I could feel that kind of feelings all the time. But there is no such thing exists. Even when I was healthy, before everything happened, I was not like that. Life was not like that. So somehow like focusing on my treatment, devoting myself to get better, changing my lifestyle dramatically to only hope that I would actually get better, overcome everything from this one. Because I devoted it too much that I just didn't realize life after the treatment is just like those regular days. I was trying to make sense why I feel something is not in line. But that is because I'm okay now, but I was not ready to acknowledge that I'm okay now. I'm not sure if it makes sense or not. But after last night, I acknowledged that everything really paid off. I successfully went through all of the treatment, and then I acknowledged that I don't take antidepressant anymore for like 6 months, and my mood swing is very stable. It's been that way for a long time. And even I take sleeping pill, but I sleep much better compared to a year ago, 2 years ago, when I was treating my depression. The only reason that why I am still taking sleeping pill is because I'm afraid that if I stop everything completely out of nowhere, it might disrupt my brain or sleeping patterns and it push me back into sleep issues, which can be the case, but it might not be the case because I'm healthy, I'm recovered. So it's quite surprising to me. And maybe because I was telling my doctor that I would continue to see him and my therapist until next spring, because there is a data shows that the relapse rate after patients finish depression treatment would be like 60% or 70%. And then I can be one of them. And I just want to make sure that I can pass that period. And then my doctor was like, okay, sure. So I still go there. But now looking back, for me to actually make the schedule, it's more like I'm really setting the graduation day for myself. And it doesn't have to be that day to acknowledge that I'm okay now. And it doesn't work like that. Because I am okay now. And as soon as I acknowledge that, and then my friends contacted me after they saw my video and then the YouTube live that I just did out of nowhere, and telling me that you're recovered. I've known you for a long time. I've seen you how much you're suffering. A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Looking at you, you are recovered. I just met you 3 months ago. You are recovered. For me to hear that from people like my friends, that external validation really confirms that I am okay now. And then now I don't feel weird. I feel everything is in line. Of course, there's still part of me that still think that, am I really okay? I should be more careful. Just slow down, don't push yourself too hard, which is actually true. But majority of me agreeing that I'm okay now. I'm recovered now. So this is how it feels like to be recovered from the depression. How the life feels like after the depression treatment. Nothing special. It's just one of those regular days, which I didn't really get to have that for a long time. In some way, I can probably say it's quite like nothingness. But that's really good. Well, at least part of me thinks that that's really good. Like some parts of myself are not really getting used to the fact that I'm okay. But all of my personalities, identities, memories, and experiences will be integrated sooner or later. And as soon as majority of myself are united and acknowledge that I'm okay now, fully recovered, then I don't doubt myself. And I just never expected this is the feeling of being recovered. suddenly probably like setting the day that I'm gonna stop seeing my doctor and therapist, that creates expectations that that's the day that I'm gonna be okay. And the other part, if I look back a little bit, even though part of me was telling myself that, well, if you are recovered from depressions, nothing special. You're not gonna stay happier. You're not gonna stay super energetic. Life doesn't work that way. Good things happen, bad things happen. That's just life. I acknowledged that a long time ago, yet I guess most of me was expecting something huge to celebrate that I'm recovered, but that's not how it works. And probably my experience of going through all of the crazy physical training at the CrossFit somehow sets my expectations that if I finish all of the depression treatment, this is what it feels like. And what I meant is, whenever I finish the CrossFit training, I'm totally dead, but I feel so much better, so much energy, even though I cannot really move my body. But also sense of accomplishments are there. And I can see that my physical abilities has been improving. Probably because of that successful experience, I was expecting something similar for my mental health accomplishment. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, surprise, surprise. I'm healed. Not healed, I'm recovered. My healing journey will continue anyway, and life is cruel, so I'm sure a lot of bad things will still happening to me. But officially, for myself, I'm really, really thinking that I'm done with my treatment. I will continue to see my doctor though. But yeah, after 2 years and in 2 months, I got recovered. This is such a weird feelings. Yeah. I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I'm gonna let my soul listen to my body and then mental state to make sure that I would keep staying healthy. But yeah, yeah, I think I'm recovered. And this is how it feels like to be recovered. Such a weird feelings. I'm not gonna stop making videos anyway. So if you have any questions, just give me a comment. And actually, if you happen to be the person who went through depression treatment and finished it and you're recovered, I would like to know your stories because I don't think anyone really talk about life after their depression treatment. Maybe I think I'm biased, But all things that I was able to find is everything about what was going on before they actually started to get into treatment, and what was happening in the treatment and what is actually happening right now. But I don't think I have ever encountered any contents talking about life after the treatment. So if you happen to be you, if you happen to be the one who can share your story, please let me know if it is okay with you, because I'm really curious. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please take care. じゃあね。